Hi, I'm Grant Threlkeld, and this is my presentation on barriers to using Web 2.0 tools in the 21st century. When summarizing the articles, it pointed out that we no longer live in an age where information is only contained within the schools, that we live in a global education time in that technologies can bridge together districts, cities, communities, countries through the use of different technologies, that with the availability of smartphones and information is literally at our fingertips. And it's helping to, or that we need to work on bridging the gap between the classroom and the real world, in that we can no longer rely on some of those tried and true traditional manners of worksheets when the real world is needing innovators and collaborators who can understand and effectively use different technologies. When it comes to can we bridge the digital divide, any administrator who walks into a situation, in my opinion, and says that we can't bridge the digital divide isn't worth their weight in applesauce. That we expect teachers to be able to adapt to the continuing changes in technology, and we need to be able to take that head on as well. That more than likely there are always going to be non-equal resources, that the needs of one community may be different than the needs of another community. And when it comes to different communities, what's the community's focus? Are they interested in investing heavily into a school focused on the arts or technology or reading, writing, arithmetic? And what sort of resources are available in the community? What sort of training does the community have to be able to utilize these technologies? Therefore, we can help bridge that gap. When it comes to 21st century skills that I believe are necessary for graduating high school seniors is they need to be able to be problem solvers. They need to be able to look at a problem, evaluate it, and know how to come at that problem in different ways. That they need to be able to collaborate, come together as a group and look at a situation and be able to discuss how they came to different solutions, which brings up being creative innovators. For me, the personal impact of technology is manifested through social media, especially Twitter for KU football and basketball recruits, and trying to encourage them to make the correct decision. Online shopping, because it's a lot easier and it comes directly to my mailbox. There is no having to hassle in the stores. And Siri, just being able to have questions immediately answered is a definite added benefit. For me, what I need in order to better utilize technology is I need to know district policies and procedures, number one. There's a vetting process at the school that I'm at for getting apps added to iPads, and in the 4 years that I've had access to iPads, I haven't really done it because it was such an arduous and tedious process. I need in-services on training me what to do and how to best utilize the technologies. And the ability to know and fix the problem. One of the articles talked about one of the struggles that teachers have is being able to fix the problem or not being able to fix the problem. And sometimes for me, when something isn't working, I don't even know what the problem is other than it's not working. And then having to wait on the technology department to fix the problem, which sometimes takes hours, sometimes takes weeks. And that's hard to plan how to use technology when you don't know if the technology is going to be working. In the district, some of the equipment that I have are iPads. Every classroom has iPads, and special education shares 10 iPads amongst 5 classrooms. Each classroom has a Mimeo, which has capabilities like a smart board. There are document cameras, projectors, school-wide Wi-Fi, and wireless networks. And in my classroom, I have a smart TV, which I'm still trying to figure out how to use. effectively. One of the advantages, or some of the advantages of Web 2.0 tools is it promotes a growth mindset and that there's a low floor for all students. They can enter in at their own level, but then can work up to higher levels. It's not like a worksheet that only goes up to whatever the highest level of the questioning is. Technology is oftentimes engaging for students, and it promotes collaboration in that if a student is doing a particular skill, oftentimes their peers want to know what that skill is and will ask about it. When it comes to disadvantages, technology is sometimes a distraction because it is engaging, so then they want to utilize the technology. And what to do when the technology breaks, especially working with young children. If technology doesn't work, then sometimes it requires me to be able to improvise quickly as to what's going to happen next. And for my students that are functioning at the 18-month to 4-year-old level, listening comprehension is tough when it's playing a question out loud and then they have to answer. Some of my students prefer just to click on answers and essentially hope that they get the question right. When it comes to cyberbullying, I don't have a whole lot of experience with this. The only thing that I see at my grades, the grade levels that I work with, is when a student will be celebrating the fact that they've completed another level and other students are, I'm not at that level. It can inadvertently set up a hierarchy of one student being smarter because they have progressed further. That's my presentation. Thanks for watching it. Have a great day.